Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and I just wanted to do a quick one today on some new models from Para64. And Para64 is sort of an up-and-coming brand. I have I think only about 3 models in my collection from Para. And I just added 3 more, so I just doubled my collection in size. But I've been just kind of catching on to what they're doing, and I kind of really like what they're doing, so I decided to do a feature on these, just to take a look at them and see what my first impressions are of these new castings. So I did pick these up from Surplus Goodies. Shout out to Jimmy, provides great customer service. He has these available on his eBay store, so check that out. And yeah, if you want to get a hold of them, they're not terribly expensive. If you're new to the brand, I think they're like somewhere between, shipped, they're probably going to be closer to the $20 range, something like that. But, just as a cost standpoint, if you bundle, you can save money on shipping. So I think they're like $12, $13, something like that. So, and you can pick them up. So that's pretty much right in there with Mini GT as far as price point goes. And a little bit less expensive than some of the other detailed brands like Inno and Tarmac Works. So that's kind of where they sit, and here we go. So we're going to get into these models. I'm really interested mostly in the RUF Porsches that I guess aren't really technically Porsches, but we'll get into that in a second. But and this Mercedes. So we're going to start with the Mercedes. This is how they're packaged. If you're not familiar, we are kind of going through the whole thing here. They have like a cellophane sleeve that's protecting the cardboard portion. I usually just leave that right on, and then just take that out. Here's the packaging. Their packaging is very simple, but I think it does look good. And there you go. Interesting that there is this right here. I think a licensing sticker would have been supposed to go there. Maybe. And that's why that's there. But it does say it's, licensed, I guess. Paragon. It's not Jada Toys, by the way. Almost looks like it. So really cool. Like I said, kind of an up-and-coming brand. And they've kind of been steadily putting out more stuff. So this is a car that I just thought was interesting. It's not something that I would normally be interested in, but first time I've seen this particular model in detailed 164. This is a Mercedes AMG GT63S. In addition to the outer packaging, there is some stickers right there that are holding the top of the acrylic on. The acrylic is a nice thick acrylic, kind of like one you'd expect almost with an Inno or a Tarmac. I just peel these sticker things off because they're just going to leave sticky residue later on. And there's the base, which just has the name of the vehicle, of course, and a Para64 logo. Pretty basic, but pretty nice. It's kind of a glossy black. I think they all are pretty much packaged like this. And, of course, we're going to take the car off the base. So let's go ahead and do that. Unscrew. Pops off nice and easy. The cars themselves, very detailed. You get some detail up front, of course, with the inserted details for the headlights. This car, I'm trying to think of what the other color was. I think it might have been white. I decided to get it in blue. And looks pretty good. Detail on the back. I don't see any quality issues. They do roll, but they don't really pay attention much to being able to roll very well. So this one doesn't roll super well, but it does roll. Hard plastic side mirrors with a reflective sticker, mirrored sticker there on the back. So that's kind of cool. Quality of the windows, they're very clear, easy to see through. That's a good quality. Sometimes they use pretty crappy plastic and they're not quite transparent. They look like they got a bunch of dirt in them and stuff. and plastic base screwed together, made in China. So kind of an interesting model. Not a car that I'm super interested in, but I'm always kind of into getting these one-offs where no other company, I don't think, makes this vehicle in detailed 164. So, I think, anyway. So it's kind of cool to get, one example in the collection. All right. Moving on from there, we're going to get to the stuff I'm excited about, which is these guys right here. So RUF, what is that? RUF. Well, they make cars. Well, I guess they really do like engineer and produce cars, but they use Porsche chassis. So they use like the bare chassis, and then they build their models off of that chassis. I guess is the way that works. And I guess they do also sell aftermarket Porsche parts and all sorts of stuff surrounding that. So anyway, we're going to take a look at these two models. I am stoked for it. We'll do, I guess my least favorite would be the black one. The yellow one's a favorite. But here it is, RUF. It's an RUF CTR. And again, you get the stickers on the side holding the acrylic case together. This one only got one. Pull that off. Oh, man, this looks really good. All right, so, and I was stoked to see that they were putting out this casting. Now, I think Mini GT is also going to put out this car. I thought I saw that anyway. I could be wrong. So we'll have to see how that compares when they put one out. Totally different build philosophy than Mini GT, but to get it off the base nice and easy. This one rolls quite well, actually. So it is a gloss black. Paint looks really good. There's a maybe slight little bumpiness right here, a little imperfection, like a dust particle got into paint. That happens, unfortunately, but still, this looks really good. Yeah, I am not disappointed, and man, this looks fantastic. So inserted detail for the back, of course, and inserted detail for the front. The headlights looks pretty clean up there. Looks pretty clean back there. Again, made in China, screwed together base. Side mirrors are hard plastic, and they do still have the little reflector tape back there. Wow, this is nice. I quite like it. The exhaust is black. It's not painted. That would be maybe one gripe if it's not black in a real car, that they give that some silver. I think that would be one small, tiny upgrade to this. Of course, they could also do brake discs too. That would be a detail to add. But I think that looks quite good. I think so. So, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think of this black one right off the bat. Let's check out the yellow one. So, is the CTR the yellow bird? I don't know. I don't know much about this company. Just accept that they, engineer cars, engineer parts for Porsches, and they do stuff for, not for Porsche to use factory, but aftermarket stuff. And they do, straight up builds off a Porsche chassis. Other than that, I don't know much about them. But I know it's like the famous yellow bird. I think originally why people got into RUF, like they became sort of famous. I think there was a Gran Turismo. Did Gran Turismo not have Porsche, but they had these on there? Maybe like one of the older Gran Turismos, the video game. Maybe I'm off on that. Maybe it was a different racing game. But anyway, these are really cool. These are really cool. And that black one looks amazing. This one looks possibly better. Just yellow's a really good color for this car. And I normally don't really like cars in yellow. But this one. Yeah, this looks good. In a sea of Porsche stuff to choose from, when you're buying diecast, there is admittedly a ton of it. There's a ton of different Hot Wheels. There's a ton of, pretty much, a lot of premium brands make Porsches. Even Johnny Lightning did Porsches. You know, so there's a lot out there to choose from. For you Porsche collectors, there's just a ton. For you people that just, you know, want to get a few Porsche items, I would definitely recommend these to be added to your collection. At the price point, they're crazy good. They're really good. And just look. The details there. The proportions are beautifully done. This just looks really good. It's very pleasing to the eye. And yeah, so for any Porsche collector, I think this would be a must-have for you. Get the pair of these. I honestly will have a tough time not getting every single one variation that they end up putting out. And I don't know if they will do too many of them. And that's the other thing with this Para64 brand. I have no idea how limited these are. And they don't really, I don't know if they really publish like numbers. But so far, I've been pretty impressed with the stuff that they're doing. And I think they're doing, you know, enough unique things to keep the brand like really relevant right away. Doing some of these, you know, they do some of the BMWs and stuff like that, like the bigger SUV type vehicles, and then they have sports cars like this. They did the Mitsubishi 3000 GT, right? That was fantastic. And yeah, so really, really darn cool. So I'm a fan. I can't wait to see what else, you know, they come out with. This brand is definitely on my on the good list for me. So very, very cool. All right, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and you guys have yourself a great day.